So in my DAGs folder, I have a DAG definition file xcoms.py. Guys, the example in this lecture is going to be very simple as I have written it focusing just on XComs with no fancy stuff. The use case of this DAG is task T1 will generate some arbitrary message and push it as XCOM. Then other task T2 has to receive that pushed message. Simple. At the start, we have some basic imports. Then in the default dictionary, it has the owner name and the start date is set to 1 day ago from its first time execution date. Then we have the DAG instantiation part where DAG ID is simple XCOM and it is scheduled to run daily. Nothing new. Scrolling down, this DAG is comprised of two tasks with task ID, push task and pull task, both calling a Python callable function. Coming in task T1, this is the task ID and then a Python callable function which is defined here. And here we have a new property provide underscore context set to true. Guys, when this provide underscore context is set to true, Airflow passes in a set of keyword arguments that can be used in your Python callable function. And these set of keyword arguments are represented by this keyword quags. Now coming inside the T1's push function, to make this provide context to work, we need to pass quags as a function header. Passing it helps us constructing a dictionary of keyword arguments and then passing on to our push function. Notice that this function is using xcom underscore push method on task instance ti, which is pushing a key value pair where key is the unique ID of message and value is the original message to be transferred. For us, we have this is the pushed message value. Guys, ti stands for task instance. So at this line, it retrieves the information about itself from Airflow context using task instance ti from the quags, and then we are using xcom push method on that task instance to push the key value pair. So this was the pushing. Now after pushing this key value pair, or you can say this xcom has become available to all other tasks. Any task in a DAG can pull this xcom. In our example, task T2 is doing that. In T2 also, provide context is set to true and it calls pull function, which is defined here. Same like push function, here also we have task instance coming from keyword arguments and stored in ti instance. The important thing is this, it is pulling the message using xcom pull method. As arguments, I am providing the key of message to be pulled. And after pulling, I am simply printing the message. Okay, good. Let us try running it now. Trigger it manually. So go check the logs. This task had pushed the xcom. If I click on this button, it will show you the xcom key value pair which this task has pushed. See, R was key bus message and value was this. This is the pushed message. Now check the pull task log. Yep, it retrieved the pushed XCOM and printed it. If we open XCOM section, under XCOM section it is empty since in this pull task we haven't pushed any XCOM.